Hello, boys and girls. It's time for the Big Blue Book. The first thing we like to talk about in the Big Blue Book is the names of our vowels and what the other letters in the alphabet are called. First, there are 5 vowels in the alphabet. Let's say them, and let's say there are 2 sounds that they each make. The letter's name is A. A says A, and A says A. The letter's name is E. E says eh, and E says E. The letter's name is I. I says I, and I says I. The letter's name is O. O says ah, and O says O. The letter's name is U. U says and U says U. There are 5 vowels in our alphabet. The rest of the letters in our alphabet are called consonants. Say it with me. Consonants. B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, and Z are all called consonants, boys and girls. Okay, let's get on to our rhyming in the Big Blue Book. Today, we are rhyming with the AB family. So we're putting a new consonant in front of ab each time to make a rhyming family. Let's try the first one. K, ab, cab. F, ab, fab. Let's rhyme. Cab, fab, cab, fab, cab, fab. Sound the same. What rhymes with cab and fab? Let's put a new letter in front of ab. Try j, jab, l, lab, n, nab, mab, z, zab, gra, grab. And that is the ab rhyming family, friends. Now we are on beginning sound. Remember, we read from left to right. Left hand out, say antler, antler. Ah is the beginning sound. Say animal, animal. Ah is the beginning sound. Say act, act. Ah is the beginning sound. Say apple, apple. Ah is the beginning sound. Did you notice that they all started with the letter A? They started with the same sound. Now we have our ending sound. So I want everybody to put their right hand out right now and say the ending sound of these words with me. The ending sound for pat, pat. T is the ending sound for pat. Rap, rap. Is the ending sound for rap. Sag, sag. G is the ending sound for sag. Van, van. N is the ending sound for van. Remember, we read from left to right. Okay, let's go to our next game. Our next game is blending. Now today, we are going to use Zoophonics to blend these words, but I put a little line that looks like a roller coaster. You know how you're going on a roller coaster and it goes up and over a hill. So I want you to pretend your voice is like a roller coaster. When you get to that middle vowel sound, instead of saying ah, I want you to say ah on each vowel, and we have A's in the middle of all of our words today. So let's try that. Ah. And this will help us when we go to blend it together, because we'll be ready to hear it blending together on that roller coaster. Okay, so let's try it. The word is G-A-P, signal. G, a, p. What's the word? Gap, like there is a gap in between these rocks. Gap. V-A-N, signal. An, van. What's the word? Van. An, van. J-A-M. Ready? Signal with me. J. Am. Jam. What's the word? Am. Jam. Remember, we read from left to right. Okay, let's go to segmenting. And segmenting is the opposite of blending. Now we're taking apart the word. And remember, segmenting helps us to write. So after we segment this word, we're going to pretend to write it on our pretend piece of paper with our pretend pencil. Our finger is our pencil. Our paper is our hand. Ready? The word is met. Break. T. Met. Now break it on your fingers. T. Met. Now write it on your hand. E. T. Met. The word is met. The word is sit. Break it across your body. It. Sit. Break it on your fingers. It. Sit. Write it on your hand. S. It. I. It. T. The word is sit. Did you see how I went back to re-break it each time? It's okay to do that because then you know what comes next, what you need to write next. Okay, our last word that we are going to segment is dot. Ready? Let's segment the word dot. D, A, T, dot. Now segment it on your fingers. D, A, T, dot. Now write it on your pretend paper. D, D. D, A. The middle sound is A, O. D, A, T. The ending sound is T, T. What's the word? Dot. Good job, friends. Remember, segmenting is to make us better writers so we can hear the sounds in our words. Our next game is substituting. Say no, take off N and add G. What do you have? Go. Say to, take off T and add Z. What do we have? Zoo. Say me, take off and add B. What do we have? B. Say lay, take off O and add P. What do you have? Pay. So we have go, to, go, zoo, be, and pay. Okay, friends, ending punctuation. Remember, all sentences have to end with a period, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. And they all mean stop. So here is our first sentence. First, count it with me and then help me decide what ending punctuation we use. I have a brown dog and a black dog. I have a brown dog and a black dog. How many words in that sentence? 5 plus 3, 5 plus 4 equals 9. 9 words in that sentence. Now, I have a black dog and a brown dog. Plain old, period. Because we're not asking a question and we're not saying it excitedly. Okay, here's your next one. How did this toy get broken? How did this toy get broken? How many words in that sentence? 6. And what ending punctuation would we use? How is a question word. How did this toy get broken? So what would we use? Yes, a question mark at the end of that sentence. Here's your last one. Hurry, it's time to go. Hurry, it's time to go. How many words in that sentence? 5. Let's determine the ending punctuation. Hurry, it's time to go. Are we saying it excitedly? Yes, and we're saying it with emphasis. So we need to use an exclamation mark. Hurry, it's time to go. Exclamation mark. Okay, boys and girls, thank you for joining me for the Big Blue Book.